Welcome to the Apple's Service Learning course module. Through this video, you will learn about Apple's service learning, understand what effective service learning looks like, and define expectations for your upcoming course. To begin, we're going to get some background on Apple's, the service learning program here at UNC that facilitates courses with academic programs and community partners. Apple's is an organization that was created in 1990 by undergraduate students. The goal of the program was to connect the academic material students were learning in their classes with the community engagement students were participating in outside of the classroom. Currently, Apple's facilitates and supports several other programs, including alternative breaks, internships, fellowships, on top of the over 75 service learning courses across disciplines. Apple's defines service learning as a type of experiential education that integrates academic coursework with meaningful and relevant community service. We like to emphasize the hyphen between service and learning as reflection, which leads to deeper understanding and connection of these experiences. Some quick numbers for you. Apple's is a program of the Carolina Center for Public Service and supports nearly 2,000 students each year in more than 75 service learning courses, as well as service trips, internships, and other initiatives. As I mentioned, Apple's is part of the Carolina Center for Public Service, or CCPS, which is a pan-university center and has many other service opportunities around campus connecting students, faculty, and community partners to one another through meaningful service. One other program of CCPS which you may be interested in is the Buckley Public Service Scholars Program. This is an online portfolio which provides a framework for you to track, reflect on, and be recognized for your service engagement, such as the course you are a part of now, over your time at Carolina. Alright, now that we have that foundation, let's hear from an instructor and a student about their Apple's service learning course experience.
So I originally took public relations writing as a graduate student here in the master's program. And when I finished the program, I taught part-time as an adjunct professor and was given the privilege of teaching PR writing. I knew it was service learning and I welcomed it with open arms, just knowing the value of what the students would gain through learning by doing. I love teaching this course because I see so much progress in my students from day one until the last day of class. I think it's the best way to learn, being out there in the community and applying what you're learning in the classroom and seeing that it really does work. What I'm teaching them in the classroom works outside of the classroom, and it's so rewarding to see my students come back and say, I did it, I did what you said to do, or I did what we learned in class, and it's working for the client, and look what I did, look what we did as a team. So it's just really exciting, and that's why I love teaching service learning courses.
I took the courses related to the SMART mentoring program. So that was Sociology 444, Race, Class, and Gender in the fall, and the follow-up, Soci 393, which was the interactive 1 credit hour course for the mentoring program. Yeah, so the cool part about doing the program and the course together, it really helps reinforce everything we do in the field, working with our mentees, with the background knowledge that really helps you understand the context behind their situations. A lot of times in classes you don't get to do stuff outside of the 4 walls of the classroom, but with these Apple's courses you get to combine your community efforts with everything you're learning from the class. So I'd say make the most of it, really take in what they're teaching you, because it really helps you in the long term put into frame what is a larger issue that we're trying to tackle.
Alright, now that we've laid that foundation, we're going to move into the first part of the module in which we will explain some strategies to forge better relationships with our community partners. These strategies will help you make the most of your time with this course. Through these strategies, we will frame service in 3 ways: direct, organizational, or policy and advocacy work. Direct service is hands-on and sees an immediate effect on a community or cause. Organizational service works behind the scenes to enable direct change. And policy and advocacy work to raise awareness and sometimes even change the root causes of issues the communities face. You may be involved in any or all of these types of service during your course. so it's important to understand that each is a different dimension of service. The first step in creating successful partnerships is taking on a mindset focusing on the assets of everyone involved. Asset-based community development is about moving away from seeing the problems in the community that need fixing to seeing the inherent talents, skills, and assets that can drive development. This mindset will change your position from that of an external change agent to a supportive partner who can learn from the community and use your own talents to assist in community-driven development. For the next step, as with any relationship, it's important to focus on listening and learning. To really get the most from this course, it's important to try to understand your community partner by listening and paying attention to your environment and those you work with. As you serve your community partner, be sure to listen to directions, observe their approach, and learn from it. Listen to their perspective, specifically their description of past mistakes, the population they serve, and the previous difficulties they have encountered or tried to resolve. And to ask questions and try to learn about your placement beyond just the program or population you're serving. While you're listening and working on new things, it's important to keep an open mind. Your expectations may change, but flexibility is key. Some important things to remember include challenging your assumptions about the community and issues the community partner is addressing, allowing the service learning experience to better inform you about the complexities of the issues in the community, and finally, this course is a great opportunity to develop empathy and sensitivities to the community, its people, and the issues addressed through the partner. See this course as a way to use and build your own personal toolbox. Know that you have skills and talents that you can bring to support your community partner and lean into those skills to offer your best work through your service experience. For example, if you have a love and talent for graphic design, see if your partner needs support in any of their website graphics. On top of this, your service is also an opportunity to build new skills and work on them over the course of the semester. Ask your partner for feedback to understand how you can develop professionally. Now that we've gone through these 4 concepts of making the most of your experience, let's understand the basics of what will be expected of you during your course. As we go through this information, remember, each service learning course is different, and it's important to work with your instructor and your community partner to understand exactly what sort of service you will be expected to be engaging in over the course of the semester. You may be in a course where you have your own individual service experience and then use class discussion and assignments to connect it to your coursework. On the other hand, you may be in a situation where your entire class is working with one partner that your instructor has facilitated. Make sure you understand the way in which you will be engaging in your service learning this semester before things get started. The stages of beginning service connected to a course are committing to a community partner or service project, contacting your partner, completing your service hours, and committing to any work and projects you're supposed to deliver over your hours. First, you have to commit to an organization. At the beginning of your course, your instructor may share a list of partners with details about partners' work, scheduling, tasks involved, and any other relevant details. Decide which opportunity best fits with your talents, goals, and availability to confirm this with your instructor as requested. Alternatively, you may also receive an assigned community partner from your instructor, as it depends what type of work you'll be completing this semester. In either case, some questions you may want to consider before getting started are what you hope to gain through your service, any positive or potentially negative impacts of your service, your knowledge about the community you're looking to serve, and who will derive what value from your work. The next step is to reach out to your community partner. Whether you choose your partner or you are assigned your partner, it's important to introduce yourself as an Apple student and make sure they understand the goals of your course. Keep in mind that partners will want to get to know you, so take the time at the start of the course to build a partnership, noting all that you hope to gain from your service and what skills you may be able to bring. Once your volunteer placement is confirmed, complete any orientations, trainings, and agreements you may need to get started. Once you have found or been assigned a partner, figure out which service schedule will work with your site supervisor. You must complete 30 hours of service. Depending on what type of service you'll be doing, service hour scheduling may vary from course to course and partner to partner, so be sure you're clear on specific scheduling. If you have issues with scheduling, communicate with your site supervisor, instructor, or with the Apples office. Note that for your support, Apples has partnership grants available for projects you wish to complete, and transportation grants to assist in costs associated with your traveling to serve. To learn more about these resources, visit ccps.unc.edu/apples. Finally, it's important to stay committed. Complete your hours and projects. Remember to communicate if you have issues and ask for feedback to make sure that you are a reliable student volunteer. Now that you know what's expected of you, let's finish up by learning about how to make the most meaning from your experience. The key process in drawing meaning from the service learning experience is reflection. Reflection is the hyphen in service learning, connecting your classroom learning with your community experience in an academic context. It can lead to further action and broader perspective on the concepts encountered through the course and in the community. Start out by objectively describing the facts and events related to your experience. Then, analyze the experience using the disciplinary lens from your course. And finally, think about the future impact of your experience for you and the community. Another way you can say this is what, so what, now what. Reflection can be done in and out of class and on your course evaluation. If at the end of your service you want to do more, you can apply for funding for an extra project in the community, or you can continue your service hours with your community partner. And feel free to explore some of Apple's other programming, like internships, fellowships for social ventures, and alternative breaks and expeditions. There are even more opportunities and resources and support through the Carolina Center for Public Service, through the Buckley Public Service Scholars Programming, as well as fellowships, scholarships, and awards. So be sure to explore ccps.unc.edu. Thanks, and good luck with your course, and feel free to visit ccps.unc.edu/apples for more information.